God said, use your imagination. Hi, Marilyn here, and I'm a certified mental health coach, and I help women heal and reclaim their God-given self-image and kingdom authority. And so, the Lord was showing me today about imagination. And we know the verse, casting down vain imaginations that exalt themselves above the knowledge of God. And basically what it's saying, that word vain, is talking about someone who's prideful, that's excessively has a high opinion of themselves, a high opinion of their appearance, their abilities, their worth. Sounds like somebody like maybe the devil who got kicked out of heaven because of pride and was exalting himself above God. And so he got kicked out of heaven for that one. So anytime you're having these battles in our mind, by the way, we have between 6,000 to 70,000 thoughts per day. So the enemy is constantly trying to get in there with negative, vain imaginations. And that's why it's so important to stay in the Word. I mean, we can't stay there all day long and say, oh, that thought is from the devil. That thought's not. And cast down each individual. We have to cover ourselves with the Word of God. So those vain imaginations, they can't penetrate anymore. Some of them we have to verbally say out of our mouth. I cast you down. I take that thought right now captive to the obedience of Christ, and I cast you down. But we can't do that all day long, right? So why can't we use our imagination to the way David did? I was reading in the Psalms, Psalm 18, and David, he was, just listen to this. He says, in my distress I cried out to you, Lord. And he says, and from your temple throne you heard my trouble. And then look at how he uses his imagination. He says, and earth shivered and quaked. It reeled and rocked before him. As the mountains trembled, they melted away. For his anger was kindled on my behalf. David started painting a picture of God coming to his rescue. He got so angry at David's enemies, and he was coming to his rescue quickly. And if you read the rest of it, it's in Psalm 18, of how he came and rescued. And David was imagining this, and he's just writing this psalm about it. And I thought to myself, that's what we need to do more of. We need to use our imagination and picture God rescuing us, giving us the victory. Like if you're you're in emotional pain or physical pain and you're waiting for God to heal you, to use your imagination to imagine God hears your cry. He's hearing your cry for healing. He's hearing your cry for deliverance from that pain, whether it's emotional, mental, physical. And picture him coming on your behalf and rescuing you and healing you and giving you deliverance from that pain, setting you free from it. And that you imagine yourself walking in that freedom. Imagine yourself, use your imagination to see victory over that thing, whatever it is. And so, imagination is so powerful. And so the mind, there's actually a mind, your mind can't tell the difference between what's actually happening and what your imagination is doing. That's why the enemy uses it, because he wants to paint that picture so it causes anxiety in us. So the brain starts thinking this is actually happening. It doesn't know that it hasn't happened yet. All the enemy has to do is start painting negative pictures, and then the brain will respond. And then we follow through with our behavior, and our emotions get involved, and it gets all messed up. So that's why the Word of God, I'm encouraging you, stay in the Word of God. Be like David. The Lord is showing me, just start to use your imagination based on His Word. What He says in His Word He's going to do for us. What He's already done for us. We can expect that. His promises are what He's going to do for us. He came to set the captives free. Whatever that means to you, use it. Use it in your imagination and start imagining God setting you free in whatever that thing is. So I hope this encourages you. If it does, please like and subscribe and share this with others who need to hear this message. And if you need one-on-one coaching with me, just direct message me. And remember that God gave you a crown of beauty instead of ashes. God bless. See you next time.